At the top of Saturn, there's a storm shaped like a hexagon. Not round, not chaotic. A perfect six-sided geometric shape wrapping around the entire North Pole. It's wider than two Earths side by side. And it has been sitting there, locked in that exact shape, for at least 4 decades. Storms on Earth are born and die in days. This one hasn't moved, hasn't broken apart, hasn't lost its form since the moment we first pointed a spacecraft at it. Winds inside it tear across the sky faster than any hurricane on Earth could survive. Saturn looks peaceful from a distance. Soft, golden, almost gentle. It is not gentle. And the closer you look, the more this planet starts to feel less like a beautiful photograph and more like a place actively trying to kill you. Saturn has a reputation problem. In popular imagination, it's the pretty one, the planet with the rings, the one that shows up on posters and coffee mugs. Calm, elegant, harmless. But that image comes from photographs taken from hundreds of thousands of miles away. A safe, silent distance that hides almost everything dangerous about this world. Get closer, and the picture changes completely. Saturn has no solid surface to stand on. Its atmosphere doesn't gently fade into space. It thickens and thickens and thickens until the pressure and temperature become so extreme that hydrogen gas is crushed into something closer to a liquid metal. Its winds are among the fastest recorded on any planet in the solar system. Its rings, so delicate in photographs, are made of billions of chunks of ice and rock, some no bigger than a snowflake, others the size of a house, all moving in a carefully choreographed dance that a stray spacecraft could disrupt in an instant. And that's before you even reach its moons, one of which hides a global ocean, and another that rains liquid methane from an orange, smog-choked sky. Saturn isn't the gentle giant of the solar system. It might be the most dangerous planet we've ever studied up close. Let's start with that hexagon, because it's one of the strangest confirmed structures in the entire solar system. It was first spotted by NASA's Voyager spacecraft in the early 1980s, then studied in far greater detail decades later by the Cassini spacecraft, which orbited Saturn for 13 years. A hexagon shouldn't form naturally in a swirling atmosphere. Fluids don't usually organize themselves into sharp geometric edges. They should smear into circles, the same way cream spreads into coffee. But scientists have found that under the right conditions, a fast-moving jet stream, wrapped around a planet's pole, can behave like a wave settling into a stable, repeating pattern of straight sides and sharp corners. Laboratory experiments with rotating fluids have reproduced similar six-sided shapes. Inside that hexagon sits a massive polar storm, with winds measured at roughly 200 miles per hour. Now compare that to the rest of the planet. Near Saturn's equator, wind speeds have been measured at up to nearly 1,100 miles an hour, among the strongest winds ever detected anywhere in the solar system. On Earth, a Category 5 hurricane is considered catastrophic at around 157 miles per hour. Saturn's atmosphere runs on a completely different scale of violence. And here's where things get strange. Saturn has no solid ground to slow any of this down. There's no mountain range, no ocean floor, no friction from a surface. The storms simply keep going, fed by an atmosphere that never stops moving. But the winds aren't the only threat. Every few decades, Saturn produces something astronomers call a great white spot, a storm. So massive, it can wrap most of the way around the entire planet, visible even from Earth-based telescopes. These megastorms appear to be tied to Saturn's long year, roughly every 29 to 30 Earth years, though the exact triggering mechanism is still being studied. When one erupts, it can inject enormous amounts of water vapor and ammonia high into the atmosphere, dramatically reshaping the cloud bands for months at a time. Cassini also detected something else, something almost eerie. Powerful electrical storms deep within Saturn's atmosphere, producing radio bursts consistent with lightning, some estimated to be far stronger than lightning on Earth. Now, travel down beneath the clouds, and the danger becomes even more extreme. As you descend into Saturn's atmosphere, the pressure builds so intensely that hydrogen gas is gradually squeezed into a strange, exotic state. Liquid metallic hydrogen, a phase of matter that barely exists naturally anywhere else that we know of. This bizarre metallic layer is believed to be the source of Saturn's magnetic field. A magnetic field generated by electrical currents flowing through a liquid metal ocean, buried thousands of miles beneath a planet with no solid ground at all. And there's one detail that makes this even stranger. Deep within that crushing pressure, some scientists have proposed that carbon in the atmosphere could be compressed so violently that it crystallizes, falling not as rain, but as diamonds, sinking slowly toward the planet's core. This idea is still theoretical. It hasn't been directly observed, but it's grounded in real laboratory experiments recreating similar pressures, and it remains one of the leading hypotheses for what's happening in Saturn's deep atmosphere. If Saturn's atmosphere sounds hostile, its moons might be worse. Consider Titan, Saturn's largest moon, wrapped in a thick, hazy, orange atmosphere, thicker than Earth's own. For decades, scientists suspected Titan might have liquid on its surface. In 2004, the Cassini-Huygens mission confirmed it directly, but not liquid water. Titan has lakes, rivers, and seas made of liquid methane and ethane, chemicals that exist as gas on Earth, but turn liquid in Titan's extreme cold, where surface temperatures drop to nearly minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit. It rains there, not water, methane, falling from an orange sky, filling rivers that carve valleys into a landscape of frozen rock-hard ice. It is, in a very real sense, an alien ocean world, just built from different chemistry than our own. Then there's Enceladus, a small, icy moon that shouldn't have been interesting at all until Cassini flew close enough to detect something erupting from cracks near its south pole. Massive geysers of water vapor and ice, blasting hundreds of miles into space, fed by a liquid ocean hidden beneath Enceladus's frozen crust. An ocean on a moon smaller than England, kept liquid by the crushing gravitational flexing of Saturn itself. Here's the reveal that reframes everything about this planet. Saturn isn't just a beautiful ringed world sitting quietly in the outer solar system. It's a system of extremes, a planet with no ground, atmospheric winds strong enough to flatten cities, a hidden ocean of liquid metal generating its magnetic field, and moons hiding alien seas that could, at least in theory, be searched for life. The rings we photograph so often are almost a distraction, a beautiful, deceptive frame around one of the most violent and strange environments in the entire solar system. It's important to be precise about what's confirmed and what isn't. The hexagon, the extreme wind speeds, the liquid methane lakes on Titan, and the water ice geysers on Enceladus are all directly observed and well documented, primarily through NASA's Cassini-Huygens mission. But several details remain genuinely uncertain. The exact mechanism that locks Saturn's polar jet stream into a stable hexagonal shape is still being refined through fluid dynamics research and laboratory modeling. Diamond rain within Saturn's deep atmosphere remains a hypothesis supported by experimental physics, not a direct observation. No spacecraft has ever probed deep enough to confirm it. And while Enceladus's subsurface ocean is confirmed, whether it contains the right chemistry to support any form of life is an open question that future missions may attempt to answer. Saturn has been visited by 4 robotic missions in its history, but only one Cassini has stayed long enough to reveal it as more than a photograph. Even after all that data, this planet keeps a great deal hidden beneath its clouds. So the next time you see Saturn golden, ringed, impossibly calm in a photograph, remember what that stillness is actually hiding. A storm larger than our own planet, frozen into a perfect geometric shape for longer than most of us have been alive. Winds that would erase any structure humanity has ever built. An ocean of liquid metal, humming with electricity, deep in a world with no ground to stand on. And moons, orbiting quietly nearby, holding alien seas, we're only just beginning to understand. Saturn was never the gentle giant. It was simply the planet, patient enough to let us admire it from a distance. Subscribe the channel, The Deep Space File, for more video.